What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be covering how to create product descriptions that actually convert your customers. Now, before we get into the video, I wanted to congratulate the winner of the last consulting call giveaway. I'm going to put the winner right here. So please DM me at ecommerce_Kyle so we can set up a time that works best for both of us for your free consulting call. And if you want to enter for a chance to get a free consulting call yourself, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and comment anything or hashtag ecomtide, ECOMTIDE. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them.
All right, guys, so as you can see on my screen right now, this is actually a product description that I used for one of my product tests a few weeks back that did pretty well, but it definitely wasn't a winner that took off and scaled past 6 or 7 figures. But needless to say, this is the exact structure that I use for almost all of my product descriptions, give or take a few lines or images or GIFs that I sometimes do and sometimes don't incorporate depending on the product and other product descriptions. So first and foremost, the product needs to, in some way, shape, or form, hit a pain point or meet any of the criteria that we talked about in my product research series, which I will have linked in the description below, have some type of unique eye-catching factor to it. Maybe it's not sold in stores, etc. You should say how it's going to make them more confident, how it's going to make them look better, how it's going to save them a lot of time, save them money. And then of course, you should talk about additional benefits like maybe how easy it is to set up or how to apply and things of that nature. But it's very important to only cover the best of what this product has to offer, not necessarily things like the material or other just key points and things that are listed on AliExpress, because that's not really what the customer cares about. So the way that I like to structure my descriptions is usually 4 areas of text, right? 4 blocks of text that only cover the most important things that you need to say about the product, and then 4 visuals, because a lot of the times, I would say 90% or more, a customer is converted due to the visuals for the product, because usually more than like 80% of the time a customer only buys based off of what they see visual wise and not necessarily what they read. So as you can see here, we started off with be the one to start a new trend among your friends. Now I always like to start with one piece of text right here that is just something that grabs their attention, like one of the most important things about the product. So let's say it's like a campfire starter. It would be something like be the one that saves the day in the event of an emergency while camping with your friends or family, right? Just something that really stands out and catches their attention. And off that line alone, they should read that, see a visual, and already be locked in on their decision in buying the product. Then we have a visual, whether or not it's a GIF or an image, that's up to you, and whether or not you want to watermark it with your own logo or not, that's also up to you. But obviously the more content that's specifically tied to your brand and not other brands, the better. Then we just said add a unique flair to your everyday outfit with the metallic mirror nail polish. If you have a brand name, you can put that in front of the product name. These polishes make an impressive yet effortless futuristic effect that you will not get anywhere else, right? So we're saying that you are not gonna be able to find a product just like this anywhere on the market. The only place, exclusivity factor, right? The only place you can get it is here. Then we have very easy to apply. So we have simple steps for a product that's pretty self-explanatory on how to apply it for people that are actually interested in it. But if your product has any steps or has any frequently asked questions, here's the place to do it right after your initial GIF and your initial block of text. Then you want to start wrapping things up. You don't want too much text and you don't want too much visuals so that's overwhelming them. You want them to be able to make a decision very, very quick within minutes. So here we're just reiterating the fact of why they absolutely need to buy this product, right? The metallic nail polish is one of the most eye-catching nail polishes of all time. It not only creates a gorgeous momentum for your nails, but is also a head turner and an envy to many girls who want to have true metallic mirror effect on the nails. And then we just wrap it up with a one-liner. You can have a guarantee or a checkout badge. It's all up to you and your personal preference on how you like to close your descriptions, but it's very important to have consistency and to understand what works for you and what doesn't. Now, really quickly, I'm gonna go over 5 example product descriptions and I'm gonna rate them 1 through 10 because a lot of these I see you guys, a lot of your descriptions I see very similar to some of these. So it'll be a good representation of how well I personally think you guys are doing and what direction I think you can head in order to be just a little bit better than maybe your past description skills. So now I'm gonna pull up 5 sample websites and sample product descriptions of very common characteristics and features to the way that you guys set up your descriptions. And hopefully I can give you some tips on how to improve those to convert customers a little bit better. So overall, my first impressions of this entire website, not even just the product description, is that there's a lot of colors going on. Now, if it's a product that has a lot of colors and it's a very positive, happy vibe, sometimes it's good, but I like to keep to a trichromatic color scheme, which is usually black, white, and some tertiary color like bright blue or bright green, something along that nature. So I know that there's a lot of colors going around, so I'm just gonna ignore that and go right into the description. So now, since there's a lot of colors, as you can see, they're integrating even more colors in the description. Now, sometimes this works. Other times this actually looks like kind of spammy and untrustworthy, because when you look at big brands, you know, like Nike, Adidas, Levi's, Sephora, Skims, whatever brand you are looking at, usually they're gonna have one set of color for the text and it's gonna have a little bit more professionalism behind it. Now, again, it depends on the product you're selling. If it's kind of a fun, happy, playful toy like this, you can get away with more of the different coloring of the text in your description and be perfectly fine and have it be native and natural to the customer. So as you can see, they do have watermarked visuals. They have a very similar structure to the way that I set up mine. If I would say anything like features that are bullet points, I would stay away from that. I would try to put this or some of these key points into a paragraph style structure or a sentence structure. And then again, specifications, you can, if you choose to, close off your product description with these specifications, because sometimes it looks okay as a kind of a closing point for your description, but I personally don't like to have bullets anywhere in my description. And then again, any visuals that you can do to represent how the product works is going to be very, very high converting, especially if it's a product that has moving parts. And then if you choose so, they had a guarantee. I know many people that do this that are very, very successful. And I know a lot of stores that do this that don't convert very well. So it's totally up to you. You kind of have to get a feel for how you like to close your product descriptions. So I'd probably rate this like an 8 out of 10, because for the most part, it has a good combination of visuals and text. It's not too long, but I don't know about the bullet points and all the different colors. By the way, I'm also giving you guys winners here. So definitely go ahead and test some of these if you find any interest in testing them. Now, for a product like this, I definitely don't like the checkout badge. Some of the visuals are now off-centered. There's a lot of different colors and a lot of different graphics going on. You want to try to have some consistency and cleanliness in your description. So it should be very, very easy on the eye. So there's a lot of bullet points. There's a lot of, non-high quality images. You need to make sure that your graphics are very, very high quality. A lot of bullet points, different color schemes, and then a lot of, pictures that it's closing off with, as well as more bullet points and a lot of different colors and checkout badges. This I personally don't like, right? It has visuals, it has a combination of visuals and text, and it probably gets the point across, but it could have done so in a much shorter, more efficient, and definitely more aesthetically pleasing manner. So I'm probably gonna give these guys a 4 out of 10. Now, this is an example of someone who's attempting to integrate more visuals, but not very successfully. So as you can see, they have a sizing chart, which is very, very important for products with different sizing, but they have only images. And again, images do convert, but you need some type of combination of aesthetic images and also text so that they understand what the product looks like, but also what it does, because sometimes pictures or even GIFs don't 100% demonstrate efficiently what the product does. So I'm probably gonna give these guys like a 3 out of 10. Now, this is a perfect example of a description that a lot of you guys do now, which is totally okay as long as it works for you, but sometimes it's just not enough to convert the customer. Now, it's just simple text, and sometimes all you need is simple text to convert a customer, but I highly, highly advise to also integrate some type of visual, right? Whether it's an image or a GIF or something along that nature. So for that sole reason, because the description looks kind of boring and it doesn't look like it's going to convert a customer that efficiently, because it has that lack of visuals, that lack of kind of pop or that eye-catching effect, I'm probably going to give these guys like a 6 out of 10. Now, this guy is definitely my favorite. Might not be the most perfect website or the perfect landing page, but this is exactly the style of description that I look for. And by the way, all of these products were successful at one point in time. These are from my winning product sheet. These are all definitely product descriptions that have converted, but this is just my opinion on how I think they could have converted a lot more efficiently. So as you can see here, they do have a combination of text that they introduce the product for, kind of something important, right? That they're having a 60% off summer sale and there's limited quality, right? Whether that's true or not, We don't know, but something that's going to be important, that's going to catch their attention, that might convert them right away. That's what you want to have up here. Then they have a branded GIF, which I really, really highly recommend because this gives a much more trusted feel on the website that they're navigating through. Then they have more text, more visuals, more text, more visuals, but only the most important things, right? So they have the top 4 or 5, maybe 6 features. Then they have shipping guarantee. Not really a huge fan of this checkout badge, but overall the structure that they have, the simplicity, the color scheme, the congruency among images and visuals, I really, really like this product description. So I'd probably give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10. So thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I really hope that you guys go ahead and implement some of these strategies when it comes to building out your product description to convert more customers. I hope you go ahead and do this soon and let me know how it goes. Let me know how better your conversion rate gets or worse, because obviously in different scenarios, you're gonna need different types of descriptions. And if you have not already done so, I highly encourage you to subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and leave a comment down below on what you thought of this video, what you wanna see in future videos, or just if you wanna enter for a chance to win a free 30-minute consulting call with me, just comment hashtag ecomtide, ECOMTID. As always, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.